Hey guys, welcome back to Easeldoesitstudio. So I got a few new things in. This is not one of them. First of all, I got Happy Mail. Miss Terry sent me a gift of the Intense Chameleon powders, which she must have saw that I had ran out. It says, enjoy your gift from Terry Ryan. Thank you so much, Terry. You don't even know. I was waiting until next week so that I could order some more. But now I don't have to. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love these. So we will be using these. Not today, but we will be using them. And I do have a link in the description for these. And they come with a nice little brush. I will show you the colors. Look at that. Oh, I love these. So this is the Galaxy. This is the Deep Blue, which is my favorite. This is the Dark Magenta. And this is the Dark Green, which is like a green purple, which I love. And then we have the Fairy Green, which is like a green, gold, pink. So yeah, thank you so much. Because I got my package in and I'm like, wait a minute, all my things are in here. How come I have an extra package? It was Happy Mail. I was so excited. Okay, so that goes over here. I'm going to put that in my stash. So I got this mold. And this is it's a naughty cow. And that's all I'm going to say, and you'll have to wait and see, because we're going to pour this little guy today. So it is, again, one of those, I guess I call them ice cube molds. But yeah, this is the little guy, and you probably can see why I said he's naughty. So we're going to do him. And we are going to do this soap dispenser. Now, this is the mold from day one. I've only poured it 3 times. On one of the surfaces, it has like scuff marks in the mold. So every time I pour it, I have one side that looks damaged or blurry. And this is the cover for it. So I can't just pour these plain and, you know, not have like a damaged side. So I got to put something on them. Well, I also ordered some stickers, some UV DTF stickers. So look at these gorgeous little cows. Look at these. So I don't know which one I'm going to pick yet. So we're going to put one on the front of this. And that's going to cover the little scuff mark. Now, obviously, this one I think would be it would be too big. So there are different sizes. And I will put the link to these in the description below. I mean, they're just so stinking cute. And I know a lot of people do the Highland cows and the sunflowers. I wasn't a big lover of the sunflowers, but I'm learning to like them. They are growing on me. But look, they're so cute. So I just have to decide which one that I want to do so I can pour this in a complementary color. So whenever you're doing anything, you always want to think about your main color and what you're putting on it. You want them to be a contrast in order for them to really pop. So we'll just go through these kind of quick. They are so stinking cute. So I will be making a set of coasters too out of these. I think these would make really pretty coasters. You know, maybe we could put some like flowers around the sides or something. So that is all of the designs. I really like this guy, but he's gonna be too wide. So yeah, so I'll decide which one, and then when I get my colors and my resin mixed, you know, we'll go from there. And then I got these because I never do anything for like Mother's Day, and I'm like, okay, I saw these and I thought they were really cute. So this is another option that we could do. You know, we could put something like this on there. So I don't know yet which way I want to go. But I know that I want it, if I'm going to do them, it's going to have to be like these because of where the scratch is in it. But, you know, when I start the art walk, that's in April. If this doesn't sell before, then, you know, I would have a few like Mother's Day items. So I'm actually thinking maybe this one. I really wanted to do the cow, but I'm thinking this would give me a wider array of colors. So yeah, I don't know yet which way I'm going. So I'll have to decide that in a minute. And then I know some of you have watched the PowerTex video that I did making a frame. And then I did my a painting of the desert. So because that's so intense, I want to do a black frame for it, but I wanted to bring in the desert. So I bought this mold that has the different types of cactus. And I figured I could put that on like the rim of the frame to bring in that cactus look. So I will be pouring these in the mix to mold, and I think I'm going to pour these in a green. So stay tuned for a video coming up. We'll be making these too. So that is my new things for today. So let me decide which way I'm going on my stickers. And I will pull my colors, I will get my resin mixed, and then we will mix our colors and go from there. I'm actually also thinking about, we might just pour him brown and then I will dress him up after. So that way I'll know like all the details and what they are. So we're going to use, I know on this, we're going to use one of the new browns from Eye Candy that I haven't used yet. So we'll try that. So let me figure out what I'm doing and get some resin mixed up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I decided which ones I'm going with. All right. So we're going to use this one here because I think that is going to be so cute. And it has light green leaves with the yellow, with the browns. So I am going to pour the container in Green Day, which is a very dark green. So that'll be a good contrast for this. So that's what we're going to do for this container. And then for the cow, I'm going to use the Caramito, whatever, it's a brown. And we're going to use the Daggy White. So I'm going to kind of marble it because this is going to be a little bit dark. And I know I want there to be some lighter areas in the face for the face features to show. So I'm going to let that go one more time. And I'm going to get my gloves on here. And then we are going to divide this up. We will get it colored. And then we'll debubble it and we'll go from there. And I am going to pour my alcohol to mix up my color first. All right, so I'm gonna put this away so I don't get anything on it over there for now. And let's see. I'm gonna need, I'm just gonna use this cup for the green. This takes either 12 or 14 ounces. I can't remember. I know that it was a lot. So we're just going to mix it up, and if we have extras, I'll find something to do with it. So I'm just gonna wipe these paddles off. Ooh, as I make a mess everywhere. I am going to be going back to my other channel for my paintings. My views are down like all over the board, and you know, it could be because I've been jumping around different things because of my hands and my arms, and yeah, there's still really no better. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 3 videos a week for now of resin, and I'm going to go back to my other channel, which is Easeldoesitstudio paintings on YouTube, and I'm gonna do my paintings over there because I'm just not getting, you know, as many views as I'd like. I mean, some are not even getting 100 views. So I'm like, well, I'm not getting the views anyways, so I'm gonna stop stressing because this is my only income, guys. So if I can't make this go, then, you know, I'm screwed. So I've got to find a way to make this work. So I'm gonna try to build my other channel up where it's just paintings. So maybe, you know, that will help. I don't know. I'm trying, but yeah, that's still part of my arm. It's gone up on the top part of my arm. It's on my other arm. My hands broke out yesterday after just 2 days of resin. So I don't want to have to give it up, but I've also, you know, I got to look out for me too. So instead of stressing and all that about it, I'm just gonna cut back a little bit. And because I mean, it's a lot doing videos every day. I mean, it consumes my every day. You know, my husband does the dishes at night. It's becoming a lot. So if I cut down, I mean, at least if I do a video that's an hour, it's done, boom, I can upload it. And I really enjoy that. So I can't take painting out of my life. And that is, you know, where I make the most of my money at my art walks and stuff. So, ooh, that's a pretty brown. So yeah, I just figured I would let you know, kind of where I'm at. And oh, that's pretty. All right, so I know that's only gonna take, I don't know, 1.5 ounces or 2 ounces. So, oh, now this is a true brown, guys. Because I know brown is like one of those colors that you can't get a good brown. This is a good brown. And I'm going to hold that up again. So if you want to screenshot the name, that's the name. I can't say it, so I'm not even going to try. Okay, so now we need some white to go with that. And this isn't like a pure white. So that's why I chose this one here. And this makes a huge difference, guys. I wasn't 100% sold on it the first few times, but it does make life so much easier. All right, I think I'm gonna stop there. And hopefully I have enough. No, you know what? Let me see how much I got left. I got 14, and I made... Just pour a little bit more in the brown, and then I'll remix it. Oh, just dropped my paper towel. All right, so we've got these. Get my paper towel here, and we'll remix this. And then I will run these through the debubbler. Now, let's get this green. And I know I need to mix a lot of this. So we're gonna put we'll do 3 scoops. So it's dark, but yet it's not like blackish green. It does have, but it's darker than those than the leaves on the stickers. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to make sure it was at least like 2 shades darker. All right, let's put that in here. And I maybe have to add some more, so we will see here. Once we get this, scoop it out. And I'm just gonna leave that there. So if I have to make more, I can. I think that's going to be good, guys. Now it has like a black hue to it. Let me find a different colored stick, because that's a green stick. So, you know, it's kind of hard to really tell. Now, as I say that, when you look at it on the side, it has like a brownish hue to it. But it's going to be deep, so it should be this color. I'm gonna add a little bit more just to be on the safe side, because I don't want it to be transparent, because it can either be a hand cream or soap dispenser, either way. And let's get this over here. And I'm just gonna do 2 more scoops, and we'll say that's gonna be good. All right. So get this mixed. All right, so I'm going to, because this doesn't fit in my debubbler, so I have to pour it in a smaller cup. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna see if this fits in the Resiners debubbler. So let me get these debubbled and then we'll be back and we will get these poured. Okay, so I was wrong. This one doesn't fit in the Resiners. It's right at the top and it was sucking the sides in, so I had to put it in 2 smaller cups. This one did fit in the Let's Resin debubbler, so I debubbled that. These I just let sit, so we're gonna pour these first. Whoa, are you kidding me already? Oh my gosh. Really? I couldn't have done that before I started filming. No. Just try to scoop up as much as I can here. Thank God for these spatulas. These things are a lifesaver. All right. Let's clean one mess. And then I'm gonna stop my other debubbler because that should be done now. Because I started it a few minutes after. And that's the one thing I don't like about the Resiners debubbler, is it doesn't, it's not like on a timer, but I have the old one, the original first one, so I think the newer ones are, you know, have a timer and all that good stuff on it. So let's try this again here. Now this is going to be a matte mold. All right, so I'm going to pour let's see. I'd like to have the horns kind of be more of the lighter color. Sorry if my fat head's in the way, guys. And gosh, I'm not gonna have enough. Are you kidding me? So close, guys. Oh. you know what, we're gonna just go with what's in here. I'll just have to sand the bottom, that's all. All right. I'm just gonna slide this guy back. Give it a little spritz. And if I have any of the green, the green, I might actually throw some brown in there and see if we can make it dark enough to put in here. All right, so this is pretty straightforward. It's just, I am gonna get the cover done though. All right, let's pour the cover first. And I am going to take a dotting tool, remove some stuff out of my way here. And I don't want any bubbles on the spiral things. So I figured that, oh crap, I got too much in there. That centerpiece is supposed to be open. A lot of people have greens in their bathroom, which is also another reason that I picked the green. Okay. Let's just slide that out of the way. Spray that, get rid of some bubbles. Now we can, all right, let me finish one cup at a time here. So this is going to be a pretty straightforward pour, but we'll get to see how pretty this green is when it's all cured. Because this is really pretty when it's all done, minus the imperfection on the front. And when we demold it, I'll show you. And that came brand new like that, so I don't know. We are going to have some left that I can try to mix some dark into. All right, so that is looking good. Slide that back, spray that, and like I literally don't need much at all. That is going to probably be too much. So let's take some brown and see if we can darken that to make it look like a brown. Oh, I think that'll work. Actually, that made a really pretty brown. And I'm just going to try to pour it down the center. Okay. So now we have got, I don't know how much we have left. That's the only thing with these big cups is you don't really know, like how much is left. So I'm thinking maybe an ounce. All right, let's see. What do I have? Let's do this llama, and we're gonna, let's put some more of that brown in this green, and we will see what we get. Let's just pour it in this cup, because I know I'm not gonna need, well, maybe. Yeah, so I would say that soap container probably holds 13 ounces. All right. Now let's put some brown in here. It's like a green brown. But, you know, we'll see, hey. So we'll have a greenish llama, who cares? Some pink, something pink in there. Let me get that out of there. So I'm just taking my finger on this stick, hoping to maybe, I don't know, get some darker areas. I don't know if it's gonna show or not, but that's what I'm doing. Short. I am. I'm just scraping any scrapings that I can find. I'm not mixing up another little bit. I will figure out something to do with this guy where he is embedded in something. Because it's basically just his hoofs. All right. So we are just going to call that good. Then a little bit of spray. And I am just going to take this and just make sure that there's no bubbles wanting to hide in that little groove. Well, there's not a groove, but just the edge. I'll wipe these. And then I'm just going to let these sit for about an hour. And then I will pop them in the curing machine so that we can get them done. And then we will see what we have for some critters. All right, I'm just trying to clean this cup out somewhat so I can reuse it because I'm getting low on cups. So I'm trying to repurpose here as much as I can. As long as I can still read the numbers, that is good. And I figured I'd do them now while my gloves are on and I'm already sticky. Because once I take my gloves off, I'm going to walk away and they're not going to get cleaned. So, there. And now I can reuse these. So they're not perfect. You know, they're cloudy, but they still work. All right. Let me take off my gloves and I will see you on demold, guys. Okay, guys, so I ended up not putting this in the curing machine because this is too big. I don't have the extender yet. Hopefully someday. And I forgot to show you, these were the extras from the other day when I did the coasters. So we did get all three of the colors. We got the pink, the red, the white. So I just gave him a little face, and then this was our little turtle. So those were the extras from the other day that I forgot to show you guys. All right, so let's do this extra. And like I said, I didn't bother to finish filling him up. I'll find something to do with him. He came out so cute. See, it was just basically his little feet, but not too bad. He still stands up cute. All right, let's do the jar first. I'm dying to see that cow, but let's do this one first. All right, let me get my deburring tool here. All right. So that color is pretty. All right. Now, this little bugger, and this one's kind of difficult to get out. You pretty much, you have to like kind of push it up. So let me just work that alcohol down in and you can feel it when it releases the suction. See how that, see now how it's loose? So once you can get that going, then you're golden. All right, so. That is a pretty color. Let's just get this bottom. And I will put little rubber feet on it. And that way there, you know, it's not gonna slide around and scratch a countertop or anything like that. All right. So this is the area right here. I don't know if you can see it. See how it's got, it doesn't show as much with the color as it did with the clear. But, and there are a few micro bubbles in there. You can't feel them. They're just in the, I don't know. I think we're going to put it on this side. This side feels more scratched than the other side. So yeah, even though this was a new mold, we're gonna put the sticker on this side. And then the cover just gets glued on like that with the little thing in it. Which I gotta grab. Excuse me. All right, let's get this little guy out. I am dying to see this guy. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at his little finger. He's saying #1. So there's the brown, but when it mixes with the white, it kind of gives a gray to it. And I don't know why. There's a whole bunch of micro bubbles because I debubbled it, but all right, so let's get his little face drawn in here. And that must just be in the mold right there. Oh, we did get one bubble on one of the horns. I don't have any good brown markers, so that's why we're gonna make his eyes black. And let's just paint his little snout black. And that was the reason that I wanted his face to be light enough so that we could, you know, kind of color his snout area. And I just want to bring this one down. He's cute. He is so cute. All right. So that's all we're going to do to him. I mean, I could fill that with UV resin, or I could have put a rhinestone, but, you know, I think he's cute like this. And you can see he's all kind of different colors. Could have picked a little bit lighter brown, but we'll be doing him again. So, yeah, don't fret over that. We will be doing more. All right, so let me get my little pieces to put in here and my glue, and I'll be right back. Okay. So we're going to put a gold one in this because I think gold and green go good together. And you have to cut your straw. See how it's too long? So you do have to cut it. Let's see. And we didn't get no bubbles in our little piece there. Yeah, I had a feeling it was still a little. All right, so that's good. So that fits. And let's get our little sticker out before we glue that. Yeah, we're going to put it on this side. That's the most scratched surface. So I'm just going to cut around. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be cute on there. All right, so we're going to pull the back off first. If we can. Yeah, and it's easier to try to pull the front off, and I always forget that. So if you try to pull the front off, it comes off easier than trying to pull the back off. And then we've just got to get the clear started again. And just go slowly. That way there, if anything is pulling up, you can push it back down. There. And there we have our cute little soap dispenser. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. But see how you can still see the green? This green could have been a little bit darker for them to really pop out more, but it still shows. So yeah, if you're, if you're going for this theme, this on your sink or whatever, that will look amazing. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the glue on this, and then we're gonna set it down. And I'm gonna use my B7000 because this works better on like flat, shiny surfaces. All right, so I'm gonna go close to the edge, but not right on the edge. Because this is gonna spread out. And I don't want it to like completely run out of, I mean, we'll probably get some, but we can clean that up with a Q-tip and alcohol. But I want to get it, and I want to make sure that there's a seal all the way around this. Because that way if you put soap in it or whatever, if it does get knocked over, it's not gonna leak. All right, let's put our cover on. Let's see. Now we'll put it so it's sideways. And I'm trying to, there we go. Get that a little hold down. See, there is a little bit of glue coming out. And I will just take one of these little micro brushes. Get some alcohol up in the cover. And we have a paper towel. And I'm gonna hold that. So it doesn't move. Yeah, that is all cleaned up. And we have our soap dispenser. And our little cow. So I will get you some, I'm not even gonna do final picks. I'm showing you now. And let me just, oh, crap. Yep, all right. So now we clean up again. I always do that. I forget that it has to dry because I want to show you guys. All right, so I'm just gonna leave that now, and we are gonna let that dry, and yeah. Okie dokie. And that will do it for this video. And that's our little llama guy. He's kind of cute. I'm not going to do anything to his face. I will find something to put him in, though. So he's going to be, like, standing in the grass. But we could, hang on. I'm just now thinking. Let's just, because this guy is so textured, let's do some rub and buff on him. I'll just put a little bit down there. And this stuff will last forever, guys, because, I mean, you're basically just, let's give him some on his ears. See how it just sticks to the high spots? Oh, that makes him cute. Just gives him a little bit of color. And once this dries, it's like a wax, and it stays. It doesn't wipe off. There. Get his little ears a little outline. Oh, you got a little bit on his nose, but that's fine. Will alcohol take it off? That's the other thing. Nope. So once that's on there, guys, it's on there. Yeah. So it just gives him a little shimmery color in his little fur. Alrighty, guys, I will see you on the next video. Bye.